Hello all of you beautiful people, Jules here from WhatCulture.com, back with our second of 3 videos detailing all there is to love and fear about Kaldheim, the new Magic the Gathering set that is dropping very, very soon. Now in the previous video I detailed the world tree and all of the different realms, but now let's take a look at all of the rulers, beasts and divine beings that make this little piece of reality their playground. Some are good, some are bad, but all are gods. Now here in Kaldheim, the Skoti are the current ruling family of gods. They replaced the ancient Alnir centuries ago. Now the Skoti are extremely powerful, and they have been able to decelerate their aging and maintain their supernatural abilities through drinking an elixir made from the sap of the world tree. Now the gods can travel between realms much easier than other races, but the journey, as I explained before in the previous video, is incredibly challenging. And so they often need to use magical objects that open an omen path to help them across. Each god has special powers or abilities connected to their sphere of influence. Now they all hold strong personalities and most of them have complex, tiresome relationships with one another. But there's one thing for sure, their growing internal conflicts are becoming increasingly problematic for the plane of Kaldheim and everyone living in it. So let's take a look at the gods. ALRUND, god of the cosmos. ALRUND, god of the cosmos, is the god of wisdom. He was born wise enough to know that he did not know everything he could. To become the wisest being in all of Kaldheim, he undertook a quest in his youth. When the cosmos monsters were born, the secrets of the world were locked inside their minds. So, over decades, ALRUND would force them to submit to him so that he could take their secrets one by one. Though his quest was indeed long, it didn't actually make him truly all-knowing, as Kaldheim still holds secrets that he hasn't yet learned. He continues to use his ravens as messengers and spies to fly between realms and seek out secrets to share with him, and by share I mean extract with extreme prejudice. COSIMA, god of the voyage. COSIMA, the god of voyage, is a curious being and considers herself as daughter of the sea. She was actually born as a cosmos monster, a dolphin who swam through the Aurorus between the realms themselves. But when she crossed over into the gods realm, she took human form and became the god of the sea. During her time in the gods hall, COSIMA and ALRUND have had 3 children, TORALF, BIRGI and KOLVORI. She remained with her family for many years, but the sea continued to call to her. Eventually, she left the hall and returned to her beloved oceans. And the moment that she dove into the wave, she regained her dolphin form to swim freely through the oceans of all of the realms. REIDANE, the god of justice. REIDANE is the god of justice. She is young and arrogant, but most of all she's passionate about her pursuit of justice. Her judgments do not waver once her mind has been made, and there can be no compromising with her. She believes that every injustice must be paid via a sacrifice, and blood is one of the payments that she accepts. This same belief is held by most of the human clans too. REIDANE assists mortals that are owed a blood debt that has not been paid, traveling the realms to find wrongdoers and greet them with bloody vengeance. HALVAR, god of battle. HALVAR, god of battle, is quite different to REIDANE. He is selfless, sensible, and devoted. He was an orphan of Acast who was adopted by ALRUND, god of the cosmos. HALVAR is a brave and powerful warrior, a role model to many as he leads by example. People trust him. He exudes confidence and never hides in the face of a crisis. He considers himself the protector of the Skoti, appointing himself as their bodyguard throughout their ventures across all of the realms. Valki, god of lies. Valki is the god of lies and is, in short, a trickster. He is vain, selfish, and untrustworthy. He purposely causes endless amounts of trouble for the Skoti, forever unremorseful for his actions. He takes pleasure in his pranks, but recently they've turned from being annoying to cruel and destructive. The other gods no longer know how to keep him under control. However, things are not as they appear to be, as Valki is actually no longer himself. The real Valki has been imprisoned on Karfell by a ruthless planeswalker known as Tybalt, who has taken his place to assist with his callous, evil plot. TERGRD, god of fright. TERGRD, god of fright, is a strong and skilled warrior, but is stuck with a shadow that holds a life of its own. When she was a young child, that same shadow tried to kill her, but being the strong god that she is, even at a young age, she was able to fight against it. The shadow now appears as a tall, hooded figure that stalks her, never speaking. She pretends that it isn't there and grows in anger when others acknowledge its presence. Still, TERGRD tries her best to live a normal life and ignores the terrifying figure that continues to follow her wherever she goes. EGON, God of Death. EGON, God of Death, is one of the oldest Skoti, though as he ages backwards, he holds the appearance of a teenage boy. He is wildly pessimistic and is always predicting the downfall of his family. As he ages, he grows with bitterness, suspicion, and distrust. EGON thinks that the Skoti are too preoccupied with their internal squabbles and ignore their duty to the realms. He believes that the grand downfall of the gods is unfortunately imminent. TORALF, God of Fury. TORALF, God of Fury, is a courageous, lion-hearted warrior without fear. He holds power over thunder, granting him the ability to call down violent and devastating blows upon his enemies from the sky itself. Even though he holds great power, he would much rather spend his time seeking out new challenges than waging wars. TORALF is the eldest son of ALRUND and COSIMA. ALRUND thinks that he is wasting his talents because all that TORALF wants to do is be alone in the wild. The differences between son and father push an even greater divide between the family of the gods. BIRGI, God of Storytelling. BIRGI, God of Storytelling, is TORALF's younger sister, the middle child of ALRUND and COSIMA. She's charismatic and fun-loving, and her sole purpose is to seek out the best celebrations across the 10 realms and join in the fun. She tends to be the center of attention no matter where she travels, as she loves to boast about her great feats, even claiming her brother's feats as her own sometimes in order to tell gripping tales. BIRGI energizes those around her, but her rowdy parties can quickly turn into chaotic riots. ESIKA, God of the Tree. ESIKA, God of the Tree, is the sister of TERGRD, God of Fear. The pair came into being when ALRUND used his runic magic in an attempt to communicate with the World Tree. ESIKA understands both the World Tree and the cosmos better than anyone, even better than the wise ALRUND. She has a deep connection to the tree, which allows her to communicate with the cosmos in ways that she is only just starting to understand. And it's actually ESIKA who makes the cosmos elixir that the gods drink to stay forever young, and she is the only one who knows how to make this elixir and aims to keep it that way. Yorn, God of Winter. Yorn, God of Winter, is the brother of ALRUND. Yorn is a remarkable tracker who is fascinated by the natural world, and he's happy to spend decades alone by himself in the wild, observing and learning. He can control the weather around him and even predict great storms many years before they even arrive. He can also talk to animals, often preferring their company to that of his family. Now, his bond is strong with his brother. In fact, Yorn was the only person ALRUND asked to help him out when he set out on his quest to fight the cosmos monsters. He was the only one who knew how to find a path through the cosmos and how to track these magical monsters, because thanks to his years in the wilderness and his immense experience, Yorn knows the quickest and safest paths both across and between the realms. KOLVORI, God of Kinship. KOLVORI, God of Kinship, is the youngest child of ALRUND and COSIMA. She is full of chatter, wanting to speak for hours about the beauty that she finds in nature. She keeps the sagas of the Skoti, preserving the memories of her family's deeds. And she cares about the fate of her family and yearns for them to put aside their differences to grow closer to one another, and is always trying her hardest to keep peace amongst the gods. Because deep down, despite all of their great achievements, KOLVORI feels that the Skoti are on the verge of falling apart. So these are the gods of Kaldheim, different and unique, each with their own flaws and amazing abilities. But the question is, who would you want to charge into battle with? Well, let me know down below in the comments section. And you can look forward to our third and final video of our journey across and through Kaldheim as we go on to explore the monsters within. As always, I've been Jules. You can go to Live and Let's Dice to see more Magic the Gathering content, as well as live streams of Magic the Gathering Arena and unboxings of new card packs. And as always, I've been Jules. You have been awesome. Never forget that. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.